Hi there, Aquarius. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebecca, for those of you who are brand new. Sorry about how rough my voice is. Been talking a lot. So, first I would like to say thank you all for joining me. I love doing this for you, and so I do genuinely appreciate you joining me on this journey. Second, if you would like cards pulled for you for free, please feel free to hit up the Facebook page and check out the 3 cards for Thursday. And last but not least, if you'd like to know more about me or my crazy, insane ramblings, please hit the webpage for my blog and other information. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. I hate introductions, so I'm sorry. I just kind of naturally assume that you guys know how tarot readings work, and don't ever really want to go into that. Thank you. This is an Eloquii card. Eloquii means she who. So we're going to see who you are turning up as in your reading, Aquarius. Says blue, she who loved once, fragile, secret love, and rejection. As heard whoever is listening to this go, So, blue, she who loved once has a sad demeanor because she is thinking about someone who no longer accepts her love. She wears a golden wreath in her dark hair and clasps flowers to her heart. From her glance, you can see she is feeling lost and alone now. The delicate dogwood flowers are meant to be given to someone special, but blue hesitates in offering her love again. This card encourages you to explore your own feelings of vulnerability. There is always a risk in revealing your emotions. If you have a secret love, it can be a thrilling thing as much as a terrifying one. If you tell them how you feel, how will they respond? Will they appreciate your declaration, or will they walk away? The only way of knowing the answer is to hold out your gift. Let this card remind you that you weren't meant to love only once. If you suffer the anguish of rejection, allow yourself time to heal. When you are ready, pick new flowers. Face the world head on so others can find you to offer you their love. Your questions. Who are the people I trust to love me? In what ways do I feel vulnerable? How can I best protect my fragile heart today? Okay. Let's look at the past. Please show me the past for my Aquarians. We have the Knight of Wands. It's a lot of action. It's a lot of action. Just saw 333. What is the present? What is the present? The 9 of the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. It's a lot of wands, my friends. I actually feel like whoever is trying to give you this wand is got to get through your defenses first. There's a lot of fast movement here. Please clarify, what is the blockage for my amazing Aquarians? Thank you. We have the Justice card. It's a Libra. This is finding what's right, fair, and just. What is the guidance? What is the guidance from the divinity? We have the Emperor card. Boss mode. For some of you, this is the ability to make the rules. to allow and accept and to decree what it is that you want. For others of you, this could be a real sense of ego that needs to kind of be overcome. But for a lot of you, I'm really getting this like laundry list. This is what I want. All right, so what is the potential outcome? We have the Hanged Man. So there is that vulnerability. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. So this could be a reconciliation. This could also be outside interference, but I'm actually feeling more reconciliation of someone trying to come back and have a reason to celebrate. And if this is someone that hurt you, there's a good reason for you to, be holding the line on your boundaries. And trying to figure out what is right and fair and just, and making this list of exactly what it is that you want. Your outcome, if you decide to take this decision, is waiting. It may even be waiting for a new perspective or a sense of I actually heard let go. This actually almost feels like holding space for someone who's healing, potentially. So let's look at this Knight of Wands. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sagittarius in particular for me as a reader. Please clarify the Knight of Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Knight of Wands. The Nine of Swords in reverse. And the Star card in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. So there's a real feeling of being played here, of there's a real lack of fulfillment. And in this, actually I wanted to say sub-level sense of commitment, there was no anxiety or an alleviation of this anxiety. The Knight of Wands, he's an inconsistent energy. It's not that he's a bad guy. He's really passionate and he's very fiery. He's good at getting things started. But he doesn't understand boundaries and doesn't have many. We also have two nines here. So this is something that was rather close to the end. There's also a real sense of hopelessness in this thing coming together and working together. Perhaps because this person wasn't bringing in enough. So let's look at this Eight of Wands and Nine of Wands. Please clarify the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Thank you. And the Two of Cups. I heard do they, for whoever that's for. Please clarify. Thank you. The Temperance card in reverse. So there's Sagittarius. And there's the Star card again in reverse. This deck has a couple of repeaters in it. At the bottom of the deck we have the Sun card. So there's a real lack of impatience here. If this is a relationship or even like a job trying to come back, there is a partnership here being communicated. There is also a lack of healing and a lack of understanding the steps that it's going to take to win this back, right? To find this illumination. Now, there's also a sense here of looking at it as, like I said, in this Emperor card, of understanding exactly what it is that you genuinely want. To some degree, I'm actually feeling like I wasted that wish. I don't know who that's for, but there's a lack of patience for this progression, right? Because we have the 8 and then the 9. This lack of progression, or maybe not even seeing the progression for what it is. But there's a real sense of hopelessness in this coming together and working. The freedom to make this choice is yours. There's illumination all over this. Whatever is being highlighted to you. So let's look at this Justice card. Let's clarify the Justice card. We have the 10 of Swords in reverse. The King of Cups in the upright. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. In particular for me, it's Scorpio. And the Page of Wands in the upright. Bottom of the deck we have the 7 of Swords in the upright. Okay, so there was a betrayal here. There was a betrayal here. Or what feels like a betrayal here. I'm actually getting agenda. The King of Cups and the Page of Wands. These are kind of like, you see that fox? It just feels sneaky. I don't always get that feeling from foxes, but there's something about this that feels sneaky. It feels like a betrayal of your emotions. And that's actually what's blocking you. So whether this is a past betrayal that happened that you're kind of dragging into the future with you, with a new person, although I am getting an old person trying to return, there's a real lack of trust here. Even though your heart goes out to this person, there's a feeling of that hurt. But now we have the 8, the 9, and the 10. at the Emperor card. There's consequences to every action, right? Let's clarify the Emperor. Let's clarify the Emperor. Eight of Swords. Let's clarify the Emperor. The Tower, that has come out in every reading. And the Ten of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so there's a good friend here. There's this too shall pass. Okay, there's a sense here of letting the ego fall away. This Eight of Swords is mental entrapment. This is analysis paralysis, right? It's not that hard to decide what makes you happy. And to some degree, I do feel like this Tower moment needs to be, this Tower moment needs to happen. It needs to knock someone off their high horse. There's also a real sense here of understanding your sovereignty and understanding what autonomy means to you. Now, autonomy is beyond independence. It's beyond I don't need help, right? Autonomy means that you are completely thrilled to death and happy all on your own. That you don't actually need anyone in your life. There's a sense here of cultivating that. We also have 2 tens now. So making your happiness a priority, even while the Tower burns, right? Even if this person is trapped in the Tower. I mean, if you don't know how to save a drowning person, then the likelihood of both of you drowning while trying to save that person is something like tripled. And that is what this really feels like to me. This is escaping this mental trap and making the best decision for all involved. And I do feel like you have a friend here, maybe there's children involved. But with this Page of Pentacles is a message. This is the beginner's mind. This is allowing. Allowing the time that it takes for things to come to fruition. But before this Ten of Cups can be maintained, something has to be removed. And I almost feel like it's being trapped by this overbearing egoic personality. Let's look at the Hanged Man. The Three of Cups in reverse. the Five of Cups in reverse. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I like that. The bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. This is about noticing the people around you. This is about being lifted up and having victory in moving through maybe the end of this reconciliation, which allows you to see this grief and this loss and this lack mentality in a brand new light. Now, it may feel like you're there for a while, but it was worth it. I mean, she's looking up there. He's looking up into the trees. And the Hanged Man, you know, he has full power on releasing himself from the situation. Okay, so let's get some oracle cards. Start with the Spirit Animal oracle card. Liz, thank you. We have number 15, which breaks down to a 6, Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. It did come out in reverse. And we'll get a Goddess card. What is the final message from my amazing Aquarians? My beautiful, beautiful aquas. We have Demeter, number 11, nurture. So 11 is the number of enlightenment, the wake-up call. Look at that light around her head. It's the same light in the Hanged Man. All right, so we'll start with the Spirit Animal. Cow Spirit asks you to pay attention to how you nourish your mind, body, and spirit, because right now you are wobbling around like a newborn calf on its unsteady legs. Perhaps you've been spending too much time distracting yourself on the internet, or obsessing over a relationship, or choosing to eat food that is not healthy. Whatever it is, you're being nudged to assess how you are looking after your needs. Remember, the universe has a way of reflecting back to you events and conditions that match how you treat yourself. Cow Spirit reminds you that the universe wants to give you the very best, but needs you to do your part to participate and nourish your well-being. Heed her message, and everything will shift in your favor. I like that message for this reading. I feel like you're blocking your blessings here. Demeter, giving to others is a wonderful feeling. When you have a healthy sense of yourself, you want to share your love, your inspiration, and your experience. And the exchange feels clean. Your boundaries are fluid yet strong. The Greek goddess of grain, motherhood, and the harvest, Demeter, reminds you that a harvest is meant to be shared. You are now tapped into her nurturing love, which is abundant, and your well-meaning gestures will be received with gratitude and in some way returned to you tenfold. Now is the time to nourish yourself too, for giving must be balanced by receiving. Allow yourself to feel how the universe is like a wonderful, nurturing mother that is always there when you need her. Demeter says to trust that you are loved and cared for all day, every day, and for all time, especially now. Your alignment message. Do you sometimes overgive to people until you're an empty well? Perhaps you've attracted others who are needy and want you to look after them, or you might be in a pattern of people-pleasing because you're afraid to set boundaries. There is a sticky quality to connections based on this need to be needed. Although the possible repercussions for setting boundaries are in your mind, your body holds on to fear tightly, so it can be scary to make a change. No one wants to admit that they are manipulative or codependent, but it's important to be honest about where you find yourself now. Demeter knows the price of this way of being, as it caused her to lose something so dear to her. Now she has come to show you another way. Your alignment task is to recognize that it's time to step back, take a breath, and say no to the behaviors and people you know are draining you. It's that simple. The divine is the one with the plan. Gather your love, your nourishment, and your self-worth. Choose how you nurture and how you want to receive it. You are so loved when the goddess Demeter brings you her nurturing energy to help you course correct. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, that was your reading. I do hope it was helpful. If it was, hit the like and subscribe button. Have a beautiful day, and remember, I love you. Bye-bye.